Hi and welcome to this short webinar.
In this webinar, we're going to have a look at the farm comparison report.
Okay, this is one of my favorite reports because it allows us to monitor not only our own herd, but we're also able to look at the average values for all the other uniform users that are submitting information, also the top 20%, and we can see where we rank in terms of production and fertility. To go to this report, it'll be the cow's head, over to costings, and there we see farm comparison. So what we've got, I've set this report up so that I can look at this farm, I can look at the last 12 months of data, and you can see that we break it down into general, lactation, fertility, health, milk production. So these are the averages of the last 12 months of the data that we've submitted. But then looking across here now, we can see we break it down for January, February, and we haven't finished March yet, obviously. But I can see what this individual farm did, what it achieved. So if I look at fertility, I can see what the preg rate is. We then show the average of all the other herds that are submitting data, but importantly, we show the top 20%. So you can see we're very much in line here in terms of conception rates. We're doing, we're slightly below that actually, but a very high insemination rate at 77%. So that's definitely had an influence on our preg rate sitting here. And then there's a score really out of 100 where 1 is really good. So you can see this herd is really, really flying in terms of fertility. If we then scroll down, you'll see we can break it down for fertility, health, milk production.
Is there anything in there for sustainability?
Yep. On sustainability, we've got the life production efficiency. So that's really first calving due to date to culling. Then life production at departure. And again, it really shows how you are doing, how you're performing in line with the average users, and then the top 20%. We can also show this information graphically. So if we go over to the graph here, okay, and we'll have a look first of all, let's have a look at fertility. So first, I'm going to look at the preg rate. So we can see that the preg rate really, it's changed quite dramatically actually. We're looking over the last 3 years, so 3 years of data here. So we can see the preg rate was really, really high. It's dropped a little bit, but it's picking up. Then I'm going to have a look at, let's say, the insemination rate. We've already seen the insemination rate for this farm is really, really good. So it had been around sort of 65%, and now it's went as high as 80%. It's just dropping a little bit at the moment. And then we can look at conception rates as well. So all these reports are available. Very easy to select to monitor what's actually going on the farm. If I have a look at life production at departure, on this farm, we're not quite going in the right direction. Okay, it's picked up a little bit. We can see that it's going up in the last quarter. Life production efficiency, how are we doing? Okay, that's staying fairly stable. It's fallen a little bit, but again, it looks like that's picking up. So, farm comparison report, I think it's a unique way that you can compare the data that you're entering and compare it with the other uniform users. You can look at their average production, so you can kind of gauge where you're at, and you can also then look at the top 20% and see how you're ranking.
Is this report automated?
Yep, the report's automated. In selection, you can say which farms you want to be compared with, and we can set it up so it automatically will submit the data, and it will then refresh itself and recalculate when you go back into this report. So if you have any questions on the farm comparison, please give us a call. As I said, I think it's a really unique one where you can monitor the progress of your farm. You can look graphically at the last 3 years of data, and I think it's a very good way of gauging the management within your dairy herd.